This is the plaintiff, Brandy Stokes. She says she and the defendant used to date, and she loaned him money for a cell phone. When the guy stopped paying the bill, the phone company turned it off, and she foolishly lent him her cell phone. They ended up splitting, and now the defendant acts like he doesn't even know her. Please, some people. She's suing for $645.49, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Mark Brown. He says you date someone and money goes back and forth. You know, one night he buys dinner, the next night she buys it. He certainly didn't borrow a phone from her. The plaintiff has a bunch of his belongings, and if anyone's owed anything, it's him. He's accused of ringing up a lawsuit.
Brandy Stokes?
Yes.
You are suing Mark Brown, your former boyfriend, for $645.49 in a phone bill, a phone charger, and a phone that you apparently loaned to him and he's refused to return according to you. Yes. Tell me what's going on.
Back in around March, he wanted to go visit his family in Savannah, Georgia, and at the time his phone was off. So before he went that far,
off why?
Because he didn't pay his bill, I presume. Oh. So he asked me to pay the bill, but he also said that...
So a guy who doesn't pay his bills asks you if you loan him money with a promise that he'll pay you.
Because he got paid that Saturday when he came back.
What good did that do AT&T or whoever the heck his phone company is, right?
Right, I guess
so. You don't see the connection?
Yes, I do,
you
unfortunately.
Do? Okay. Go ahead.
So I lent it to him in good faith, and he promised that when he returns, he would pay it back. Unfortunately, when he
How'd that work out for you?
Still don't have it.
Really? Wow, I didn't see that coming. Go ahead.
When he returns, I still didn't get the money. He kept telling me he would pay it the next following Saturday, the next paycheck. And
were you two dating at the time?
Yes, at that time we were.
Okay.
Eventually, we did end up breaking up. And when we broke up, it was on really bad terms, so we weren't even speaking at the time.
What was the cause of the breakup?
We couldn't get along. Every time we spoke, it was an argument, so we called it quits.
And at this point, he already has your phone?
No, at this point, the only thing he had of mine was the money that he was supposed to pay me back.
Right.
And I had left some video games at his house.
Okay.
Following our breakup, he and I stopped speaking, but I maintained contact with his cousin. And he and I, again, we began speaking. Like, he came to
dating?
me. No, just talking.
And then how much longer does he then owe you the 54 whatever without paying you?
Well, months had passed before we began talking again. So at this time, he no longer had a job. Right. So he told me, when he got his job and when he got it together,
so what time are we talking about that you guys start talking again?
I would say around July, August.
Okay.
That's when we began at least resuming the friendship, not dating, but just the friendship. That's all. That's at that time he returned my video game, and he told me, when I get a job, I'll pay you back, and we agreed, and we just continued to be friends. Later on down the line, there was a fire, unfortunately, in his home, and he ended up having to stay with me for the time being because he didn't really have any other place to go. So when he stayed...
How'd you get your Google phone, honey?
It was in my house when he was
Did he steal it or did you loan it to him?
I lent it to him.
How long did you loan it to him for?
Initially for 1 day.
Why did you loan it to him for 1 day?
Because it was his birthday.
And he has to spend the time on the phone? But why did he need your phone?
He was unhappy with his. He likes to listen to music, and his phone did not have that capability. So he asked to borrow mine.
Was this an extra phone, or the only phone you had?
This was my backup phone for the phone that I have.
Okay, so you loan him the phone for the day because it's his birthday, and what date is this?
His birthday, I believe, is on the 3rd, so it had to be around the 2nd.
3rd of what?
September.
So, and then what happened?
I lent him the phone, and when he was supposed to return it, he was like, okay, look, let me just hold on to it until I get a job. I'm going to get a new phone. I'm going to give you back your phone.
So how'd that work out for you, loaning him your phone?
I'm here, so
a guy who you know wouldn't even return the money you loaned him how many months earlier for a bill?
About 5.
Do the dots connect at all?
They do.
Okay. Do you have her phone?
Oh, man.
Why is she saying you have her phone?
Because she crazy. But
so would you ever get a boyfriend or a girlfriend a cell phone? I'm going to go in the back.
From personal experience, no, don't do it.
You got taken, didn't you?
I did.
Would you ever do it with somebody, and not even a long-term relationship?
Absolutely not.
Because?
I wouldn't. It would ruin.
But if you were really into her?
Nope.
If you were really, really into him?
No.
Because?
Don't want to risk that. I mean, unless you know for sure.
Smart girl, going inside the courtroom.
Why do you say she's crazy?
All right, first at the 54, if she's saying that she paid for it, okay, she paid for it, but if I didn't have the money to pay for it, why would I go to Savannah? I took a trip to Savannah, so that must mean I had money.
No, it could mean that you feel like spending your money there, but you don't have enough money to do all the things you want to
was-
do, like every other human.
I didn't know my phone was supposed to cut off that night. My phone cut off that night, so I don't have a credit card or a debit card to pay it. So I would have to go to T-Mobile the next morning and pay it. So she offered, like, oh, since your phone is off, I pay for it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, because there's a lot of things I done did for her and she done did for me. But when you're in a relationship...
What are you saying? Do you owe her that 54 or no?
No.
Okay, I'm confused because your answer to the complaint says as follows, and I quote, I do not owe her for any phone. I do admit to owing the plaintiff $54.55 for my phone bill because I did borrow that money from her.
Because at the point of time, like, after we broke up, that's when everything was going to a point, like, where's my money for this? Where's my money for that?
Yeah, but if it was a gift, why would you admit to owing it to her?
I didn't admit. It was
I'm
just
sorry,
a point.
I don't make this stuff up, pal.
I'm
I
not-
do admit, that's the actual word he uses. I do admit to owing the plaintiff $54.55 for my phone bill. That is your signature,
Yes.
right? Okay, so I don't understand how what are you doing?
It was the point of her saying, like a month too later after we broken up, where's my money for this? I need it. You know, just so she could leave me alone, I told her, well, I give you the 54. It's a lot of things
Okay,
that I
and what about the Google phone?
I don't have that. She never gave me a Google phone.
So she's just, it's such a weird thing to make up.
She never gave me a phone.
So why do you think she's saying she did?
I don't know. She never gave me a
Who's
phone.
the person with you?
My girlfriend.
Do you have any proof that you gave him the Google phone?
I have statements. Well,
Oh.
I have one statement from a coworker who witnessed him in possession of my phone.
Oh, let's see it.
And my two witnesses,
Did they witness him in possession of the phone?
she was in the house.
Come on up. What light can you shed here?
Hi.
Hi.
I was in the house when he had the phone in charger that night. And he promised
day of his
to give
birthday?
it back. Yes.
Okay.
And that night, I went
What
to her
say
house.
you about that?
I seen her that day, but
Yeah,
I didn't
she said
have-
she saw you with the
she
phone.
She did not see me with
Why
her
is
phone.
she lying?
I don't
to help
know
her
what.
friend?
She
Okay, have
never
a
seen me
seat.
with
Come
the
on up.
phone.
What's your name?
My name is Francesca.
Okay, what have you got? What kind of light do you have to shed?
Well, the day after he took the phone, I went to her house and she had to borrow my charger because he took her charger with the phone, and that's what she told me. She also asked me a couple days later to call him at the same phone to see if they can make an agreement to have him give the phone back. So I called him. He picked up the phone. He asked who I was because he did not recognize my voice. And after he heard my name, he hung up the phone. So, but she did have to take my charger because he took her stuff.
Who's Lisa Sandoval?
My coworker.
Who is she to you?
Well, where I was at, where she worked at, is a back to work program where it helps you find a job.
Wait, she works at a back to work program?
Yes.
Is that how you two met?
Yep.
That you were a customer, a
I was looking
client?
for a job. I was looking for a job at the time.
Okay. But who is Lisa Sandoval?
Miss Sandoval is the person that works there, but I don't know her like a friend or nothing like that. I just know her because she works there.
I, Lisa Sandoval, am an official witness to the fact that Mr. Mark Brown at one time possessed her Ms. Stokes' Google Nexus. I came to know this information when I asked Mr. Brown to return to my room where I was his instructor. That's true? Okay, and overheard Ms. Stokes telling him to return her phone. Initially, I was uncertain whether or not he really had her phone, but received confirmation when I asked both Mr. Brown and Ms. Stokes. So your instructor says you're a liar and that you admitted to having the phone.
I never told her that.
But you heard me read that, right?
Never told her that. They all friends, so...
Right, I understand that, but when I asked you if she was your instructor, you said yes. And
Yeah,
so your
because I've been in
instructor...
her class for like 3 days. You have to take her class to get through the program.
Okay. Why would she make that up, do you think? Do you think she's trying to get back with you or something, or trying to...
I don't even know. Like, I try to stay as far away from her as possible.
Why? You think she's a stalker?
Yes, she is.
You think she's trying to stalk you?
Yes, she is.
By what? What is she doing?
It's a lot of stuff. Like, she said that
Text you a lot?
She texts me a
Let
lot. I
me see your
still got
text.
text
You guys
messages.
have text?
Yes.
Let me see your text.
This is the most recent text conversation, and this was the original I had to print it out because I had to. I have issues with this phone, so.
So he moves to a new place. You find him, and he accuses you of using your job to find him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he's going to go get you fired.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, you keep hawking him for the phone. This is the beginning of December. And, oh, you changed his you changed the display of his phone number to thief. I've seen worse. You keep saying, you have my charger, you have my money, will you please, are you planning on returning it? And he keeps saying, who's this?
That's how bad I try to stay. Like, she used to call me and I'm like...
Then you keep saying, you have, come on, you know who this is, like 10 pages of text, and he's like, who's this? Did you at any point think that maybe you weren't talking to him, or you knew he was...
I already knew it was him.
And then it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on, and then finally he answers you and says, you got my number you got my address through your work, and I'm gonna go speak to your supervisor and get you fired. And then it goes back and forth from there. So you don't seem very honest in the text. Let me see your text. Are they the same ones or different ones?
No, it's the point that I have to be like, I had to act like
really?
I changed my number.
Just think you're a liar?
No, because it's the point that she texts me outrageous, and I'd be like, just leave me alone.
Well, the first one you said that. Who's this? I don't know who you are.
I
Stop
have to say that because I knew who it was because her number saved in my phone.
Okay. Yeah, these are the same ones. Okay. All righty. I'm satisfied. $645.49 verdict for the plaintiff.
All right, guys.
Plaintiff wins this verdict here in the People's Court. So here's the defendant right here. What's going through your mind as you step out in the hallway here?
Nah, and at the end of the day, I still win. So.
Mm-hmm. You think this is the end? You think you'll hear from her anymore?
Nah, she'll hear from me, though.
She'll hear from you, meaning
yes,
what?
I have a lawsuit, so, no.
You have a lawsuit against her?
Yep.
Uh-huh. She was there when you needed someone, though, right?
No, she's a stalker, so...
I mean, at the beginning when you needed
in a relationship, when you need somebody, they come. Like, the same time she needed me, I came. So it was both ways.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys.
Right around the hallway there. All right, so step on in here. How about everything he was saying to you, about you in there and out here?
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I already know what really transpired, so the judge herself deemed him a liar, so.
Okay, so are you completely through with him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you have money just to throw around on people like that, anyone who needs it?
No, it's just if I can help and I'm in the position to help, I try to.
Mm-hmm. You need your phone bill paid? You need someone to pay? Yeah, this way. Right down this way. Right. Over to Harvey.
If you're stupid enough to do it, send a confirming email that they're on the hook for the dough.